So, I'm doing a video for my YouTube channel, Miami, Florida Slums and News, Alexander News Show. I'm in Little Havana. So I want to drive around Little Havana. This is in Miami, Florida. You can see there's some graffiti there on that building. You can tell, right? You see that? So this is Alexander Carlos. I am the host of the Alexander News Show. You can listen to that show on most podcast platforms, including the main one, iHeartRadio podcasts. So Alexander Carlos is here videotaping. My channel is Miami, Florida Slums and News, Alexander News Show. I'm going to drive around. So who's in charge of this district? First and foremost, this is Miami, unincorporated City of Miami. And I'm driving around because I want to see if there's any graffiti or illegal dumping or abandoned buildings. The last time I was here, not too long ago, about a month ago, there was what I'm just stating. Parts of Little Havana are clean, but then there's parts that have illegal dumping and graffiti. It's there, it's around. So, really quickly, the purpose of this video is to advocate for a better Miami, better, cleaner Miami. So, but I want to show you also, so you can see what Little Havana looks like, what it's like. Now you can see there's illegal dumping right there. This is 8th Avenue. And I would say 8th Avenue and what street is this? God. Well, here's another illegal dumping right here. You see that? That's illegal dumping right there. Well, you can see that. That's been an issue here in Little Havana. What street is this? This you saw that illegal dumping? 4th Street and 8th Avenue. Right there. You saw that illegal dumping there. I want to go back. Well, let's just keep going. You saw some illegal dumping right there. In order for you to see illegal dumping, you have to go inside, deep into the neighborhoods of Little Havana. Joe Carollo, City of Miami Commissioner, is in charge of this area. Mayor of Miami is Francis Suarez. I'm going to keep driving. We're going to keep driving. Dumping has been a very big problem in Little Havana. We've had Joe Carollo, because he's the commissioner. He is the de facto lead politician for this area. You would think that he would care to try to fix up this district. He's too busy trying to be a celebrity. There's a chair right there. We're on 4th Street, by the way. Right there. So we're going to keep driving. It's not only about illegal dumping, and it's not only about graffiti and abandoned buildings, it's also about trash. I'm sorry. Right here. You see that? We're not sure if that house that's behind here, this residence, I don't know if you can see the house right there, if they were the ones that dumped that, or if this was somebody that came and did illegal dumping. But we're focused on tall, ugly grass, is what I'm trying to say. Ugly grass. So we got two guys here talking. This is Little Havana. They have Little Havana socializing. People that just sit on the street corners and they just socialize. The Little Havana, I gave it a little name, the Little Havana socialization. So you can see illegal dumping right there. So I want to drive. I want to go a little bit. I actually want to go a little bit north. So this is 12th Avenue. I want to go north, 12th Avenue. You see that they're doing construction. This is 12th Avenue and 3rd Street. You can see some graffiti on this fence. You see that? Some graffiti there. You see? We'll keep going. I'm gonna ask these guys what they think about the illegal dumping. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey,
How you doing?
are you guys picking up the illegal dumping in this Little Havana? Who does that?
You mean a broken can?
Illegal garbage, illegal dumping. You know that trash that people throw in the sides?
Yeah.
That's a big problem in Little Havana.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man. You weren't aware of that?
I don't know. I don't do this job.
You got trash bins there.
This one I do.
Yeah, you tell your guys they need to pick it up, man.
All right.
So I didn't want to tell him that he was on video. This is more like undercover. I didn't want to tell him that because then he might have refused to appear on camera, per se. But I want to go. You can see he works for the city of Miami, and he has no idea that there's an illegal dumping problem. That's the problem with most of the workers for the city of Miami that work in Miami. This is the hood here of Little Havana. Look at that. Another issue that's going on is there's a lot of these illegal street signs, you see? So the question you ask yourself, who are the code enforcement officers for illegal dumping for the solid waste department? And who are the general code enforcement officers for Miami? Who are they? Another illegal sign. It's kind of hard to see that. Remember, I'm driving, so you can see that little sign right there, the white one. There. Little Havana, like I said, you just got to keep going. You got the illegal dumping, graffiti. So right here is a good example of what I'm talking about. I want to get off because this is this is a lot better if I show you. You can see the graffiti here. How long has this graffiti been like this? I'll show you. Now, if you're the code enforcement officer for this area, you would think you would do, you would do your job really well. You get paid what, minimum $60,000 a year. Look at that graffiti. If you're the code enforcement officer, you would think, you want to do this job really well. This is like an electric box. See the graffiti there? And you see this is 9th Avenue. First Street. More graffiti. Basically, I know that Emilio Gonzalez, the manager, was resigned under pressure by Joe Carollo. Joe Carollo practically forced him to resign. Gonzalez didn't do anything. He enforces, the city manager from Miami enforces all the departments, different departments that are in the city, to do their, the directors, to do their jobs. So you saw the graffiti, and here's some litter, by the way. There's one thing that's illegal dumping, and another thing is litter. The taxpayers of the city of Miami are getting shortchanged. That's for sure. Look at that. It's crazy, right? Where is the Public Works Department? Aren't they supposed to come and clean that up? Don't tell me it's the county. County only cleans up, from what I know, in unincorporated areas. If I'm a resident of this house and I cared, I would not feel very happy, and I would feel very depressed because of the eyesore that we just saw here. If I'm a resident and I'm in this house, I would care, or I would feel bad. We're gonna keep driving. So we're gonna keep going and see. We're at 13 minutes. So far, what we've seen a lot of is illegal dumping in Little Havana. Another sign. It's like somebody that prepares taxes. That shouldn't be happening in this city. What we call the Magic City. Another sign. You see that? Another sign right there. Where's code enforcement?
Sí, algo así. Pide un refresco de cualquier tamaño por $1 en McDonald's. Alegría incluida.
I want to show you something. You see this right here? You see all that trash that's there? See that? You see all that? You see all that trash? Where's Public Works? This is what I'm talking about. All that litter. Who picks up the trash? The little pieces of trash. This is Flagler and 8th Street. I'm sorry, 8th Avenue. Look, right here. So, West Flagler. West 8th Avenue. question I have is, who picks up this trash? Public Works. All that litter. Look, I don't expect to have a beautiful, perfect, 100% clean city. But my God, you would think, all right, we're going to have at least 60% clean city. I'm gonna keep driving. So it takes a village to build something beautiful or to maintain something beautiful. Right now, the village, there is no village in Little Havana. There is no village. Do you see another sign here? Another sign right there. You see that sign, illegal sign here? It takes a village. Seriously, it takes a freaking village, man. Joe Carollo is the commissioner of this Little Havana district. Mayor Suarez, he's the mayor, and you got, of course, the city manager, who, at the end of the day, yeah, this falls on Joe Carollo. This falls on the city manager. Let's keep driving. And of course, code enforcement officers that are in charge of this area, that is supposed to come around, drive around, and clean. By the way, I haven't seen them. Have you seen them? Nope. More illegal dumping. Well, I want to go a little slow. I'm just gonna keep driving. The residents are getting shortchanged, that's for sure. A lot of old buildings, a lot of old residential buildings. But that's fine, you know, I mean, you can have old residential buildings. You can have old residential buildings. Oh my God. How about cleaning up the illegal dump? The graffiti. We're gonna keep going. I saw where there was some illegal dumping there. We'll keep going. There's plenty of illegal dumping. Trust me. I missed one. I missed a spot. Showing you see a street vendor right there. Nothing wrong with that. That's cool. And keep going. Now you see a like a mirror, abandoned mirror there. But if you're Public Works, you would come and pick that up. Joe Carollo, I was wondering, does he drive around here? Does he drive around his district? Or does he spend too much time over in Doral, Florida? Alright, see? I told you there was going to be more illegal dumping. That is what I'm talking about. And you see another. This is interesting. A chair, like from a spa, dumped there. And I got much love for Francis Suarez. But Francis, you need to step it up, big boy. You need to step it up. This is close to 8th Street, by the way. We need to step it up because Joe Carollo is going to overtake you, man. Even though he's got this illegal dumping. Right here. See this? More illegal dumping. You've seen a lot of illegal dumping in this Little Havana area. More litter. More litter. So the main issue in Little Havana is illegal dumping. That's what it is. Litter. Illegal dumping. You got them everywhere in Little Havana. Joe Carollo's district. The city manager, it's on him too. Let's not lie here. This is on him too. So we're going into 21 minutes. We're heading to 22 minutes. So we are on 6th Street and 17th Avenue. At least you're seeing what Miami looks like, Little Havana. There ain't too many videos out there of Little Havana. But you're seeing what Little Havana, the heart and soul of Little Havana, the neighborhoods. More trash, just little pieces of illegal, trash, but still, why is it that solid waste doesn't pick that up? Why doesn't Public Works come and pick up the litter? That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get I'm trying to figure out why is it that why didn't Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. Bureaucratic Mac, why didn't he pick up order the department heads for zoning, for code enforcement, zoning, for solid waste to do, to pick up this illegal dumping. You see that there? He resigned about 10 days ago? See that? This is 6th Street. And 21st Avenue. So there ain't that much graffiti. I'll be honest with you, we haven't seen much of it. But my God, there's plenty of illegal dumping. That's what creates, I want to show you this. Creates a slum, pretty much. Illegal dumping is all you need to create a slum. So right here. Right here. You see that? We're heading in, we went close to 22nd Avenue. Again, why didn't solid waste pick up that? They came by and they picked up the trash. You can tell because the tanks are empty. Why didn't they pick up this trash? Solid waste. Alright, we're going to make a right turn. Start heading back. We're going to start closing this video pretty soon. Main issue we have here is illegal dumping. Illegal dumping, some graffiti, some illegal street signs, litter. But enough to make you feel depressed. Enough to make you feel depressed. You see this here? Graffiti. I want to show you something. You see that? If I lived in Little Havana and I cared, believe me, I would care. I would feel very depressed because of some of the graffiti and mainly the illegal dumping that's going on here. Which are the neighborhoods of Little Havana. You see a legal sign right there? So I'm just trying to figure out who is the code inspector for Little Havana, for Joe Carollo's district. Who is the code inspector? Code enforcement officer. I know from my understanding, there's two types of code inspectors. One for dumping, for solid waste, and the other one is a general code inspector, which makes sure that this garbage, the illegal street signs, like this one, gets picked up. And if you're a regular code inspector and your job has nothing to do with, you have nothing to do with dumping, you would report this to the proper department, which is solid waste. I mean, this falls on the solid waste director. All of this falls on the solid waste director of solid waste for the city of Miami. And code enforcement, general code enforcement. It goes hand in hand. And the litter that you see. We're gonna keep driving. I don't know if we're still in Joe Carollo's district. I mean, we're because remember, Joe Carollo's district lines up next to Manolo Reyes. But I want to go into the nitty-gritty. I want to do a little bit more video taping here. I want to show you something. Oh, let me see if I can make a turn. More illegal dumping. See? It makes my skin crawl when I see this garbage. Because Miami's a rich city. There's a lot of property taxes being paid. Why isn't any of this, like, I'll show you something right here. I'll give you a good example. Because I'm trying to think, why doesn't the city enforce the residents to cut the grass? Right here. Or the weeds. See this? Look at this. It's an eyesore. Is this a natural habitat? All right. So, I'm not gonna say it's 30 minutes. My drive through all Little Havana, it's gonna be 30 minutes of hell. I don't want it to call this, but I gotta call this something. This video, illegal dumping galore in Little Havana. Big part of the district belongs to Carollo, and Mayor Suarez is responsible for this. That's it. Just for the record, as you drive more west in the city of Miami or in Miami-Dade, things get better. Things get better. But it doesn't mean that that doesn't mean anything, because you could still have a clean area in parts of Miami. You can still have clean district. Less, if not no illegal dumping, less litter, no tall, ugly weeds growing. I'm gonna make a right turn here. You saw that I was speaking to someone that works in solid waste, and the guy was like, he had no idea that there was an illegal dumping problem. Seriously. I don't know if the resident of this house dumped this here or not. That's a question mark. But Anyways, we're heading back. Saw a lot of illegal dumping. Definitely a lot of illegal dumping. Oh, I want to show you really quickly. I don't think we're any longer in Joe Carollo's district. I don't think we are. And I want to show you something really quick. This is where I grew up. I grew up here, 25th and 7th Street. My grandmother used to live here. God bless her soul. And that house right there, they beautified this residence here. They actually made it look a lot beautiful, a lot more prettier. God, how things change. So, I grew up here. That's why it hurts me to see this like this. Look at that, get a load of that. Even the census decides to put a illegal sign on a street sign. It's crazy, huh? So, we're gonna go. So we'll see. We're gonna see if there's anything else here. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the see if I can go over here. You saw Little Havana, 30 plus minutes. What is mostly illegal dumping. So I have a suggestion and I have an advice for Mayor Suarez. Get your act together, sir. More illegal dumping. Oh, booms. 9th Street and 26th Avenue. See this right here? Right there. I have a suggestion. Get your act together, Mr. Suarez. And Joe Carollo, he's not going to change. Joe Carollo doesn't give a crap about anything. The illegal dumping will continue. Not going to change. I'm going to put awareness out. This is awareness, community awareness. I'm putting it out there. I'm letting everybody know what the deal is. Well, make no mistake about it. This is all on. It's a village. I call it the village. Mayor Suarez